Men at Sea. The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with the War Shipping Administration, presents the second in the new action series, Men at Sea. The men who man the largest merchant marine the world has ever known.
Tonight's real story of Men at Sea is about someone whose real name we're not permitted to give. He says he don't hold with going after publicity. We're calling him Tom Nelson, or the Skipper, which was what the kids in his New England coastline village named him. Tom was what they call a one-boat fisherman, living alone in a rickety shack on the breakwater strip. But the town knew he'd been a seafarer all his life, before steam, and after plying the sea lanes and the old windjammers to begin with, then on the coastwise steamers, and then finally on cargo tramps all over the world. But now, with his pension and his fishing and in the company of a few old cronies, his skipper took it easy. After all, he was 63.
Oh, let's get back to shore, Tom. Must be after 8. You can't stand a little rain, huh? Oh, just ain't biting this morning. There's no more coffee. I know they ain't biting. But dang it, Nick, it's perfect fishing weather, and they ought to be biting. I got a horse running today in the 6th at Suffolk Downs. Horse I'm going to bet on. If I can hook about $2 worth of fish here, bet on him anyway, and catch a fish tomorrow. No, sir. No, sir, that'd be carrying gambling too far. Up. Felt something on my line. How about you, Nick? I don't feel a thing. Well, I do. Something there, all right. Here I go. Feels pretty heavy, too. Not mine. Here she comes. Not bad, either. Sure, there's about half the bet, I reckon. Bait up, Nick, bait up. All right. Looks like we might get a catch after all. Tom! Hey, Tom! McLaughlin, what the heck is he dragging his motor through this fishing bank for? Tom! Dad, Bennett, we sat out here in the rain for 3 hours waiting for the fish to come up off the floor. You send them down in a second with your concerned motor. Tom, the fish! Can't you recognize fishing when you see it? Why don't you stay out of where you don't belong? Hop in, before you, and we'll pull the rope out. What's the big idea? Come on, you don't want to stay out here. Listen, Ayoff, you're not sure. It just came in over the radio. It's begun. What's begun? The invasion!
Definite now that the establishment of beachheads is proceeding with unusual speed and according to prepared tactical operations. At several points on the mainland, Allied troops have penetrated to a depth of 6 to 10 miles, joining with parachute troops dropped behind enemy lines. It is believed that...
What's the big idea? Tom, what'd you do that for? Because I don't want to hear it no more. But he was in the middle of a flash.
What's eating you, Tom? I've got 2 grandsons over there.
Yeah? Well, then how can you sit doing nothing but listening?
Take it easy. What else can we do?
Dang it, I ain't pinheaded enough to think I ought to be fighting on them beaches. I'm talking about ships. What'd you be doing on them newfangled jobs? Even if you could stand the gap, which you can't, why, you're even older than us. Listen, I've been a sailor all my life. They'll be needing ships more than ever now, and they'll be needing more men to sail them.
But you ain't been to sea in 10 whole years.
9? What's the difference? It'd be too hard on a man your age. Fiddlesticks. Sitting around doing nothing is what's going to kill me.
Cool off. You can't change facts, Tom, no matter how you feel about it. Me and Nick and you, we're just too old.
We'd do more harm than good. Maybe so. Maybe so. But by George, let them tell me. Who? The War Shipping Administration. That's who. Gentlemen, I'm taking the next train to Boston.
Well, Mr. Nelson, your record certainly proves you've been to sea.
Thank you. But I ain't here to get patted on the head. I want to find out if the merchant marine can use me.
That depends.
On what?
How much do you know about modern vessels?
You mean diesels?
Yes.
Look at my record. In 33, I sailed as first officer on the Caledonia out in New York. She was diesel.
I know, but...
Things have changed, eh?
Well, yes.
Well, that ain't the point. Point is, can the merchant marine use me or can't it?
Your record certainly qualifies you for consideration.
Well, I don't want no consideration. I want a ship.
Nelson, how old did you say you are?
I didn't say.
Well, I'm required to give your age in this memorandum of application.
All right, then put on 63. And I ain't lying either. So I could easily take 10 years off without nobody suspecting the difference.
63. Yeah.
Now what?
Well, depending on your physical condition and the way you handle your refresher course...
What's that?
Well, it's something like a school.
School?
Stay there and you brush up on your skill until you're assigned to duty.
I didn't figure on going to no school at my age.
Well, that's the routine.
Well, I ain't too old to learn, I guess.
Take this card, Mr. Nelson, and step across the hall to the medical officer.
I need it.
Good morning, gentlemen. We've called you qualified masters and officers together for a checkup, or, to be technical, for an examination in the material you've been studying with Mr. Riley here, convoy navigation. This, as you know, calls for the mastery of small details, so essential to the business of sailing in convoy. I wish every one of you the best of luck. Take over, Mr. Riley.
All right. I'll give you the questions verbally, and you're to write the answers as quickly as possible. If you haven't finished answering by the time I give the next question, skip what you're doing and concentrate on the next question. All right, let's show Chief Benson what we've learned. Here's the first question. H-23, Convoy 2. What is your position with respect to the ships nearest you? You are now ordered to adopt zigzag 14. Zigzag 14. The club sends a torpedo at you. Lookout sights it from broad on starboard bow at 200 yards. What do you do with respect to altering course? Why? What is now your best zigzag course? How about zigzag 21? 21. 41. 41. 12. 17. 6. 36. Hello, Nelson. Come in. What can I do for you?
I don't know.
Anything wrong?
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Something tells me I didn't do so good this morning. I just thought I'd drop in and find out.
Well, let's see here, the papers. No, you didn't do well at all, I'm afraid.
I could have told you that. You was going so fast I couldn't keep up.
You weren't getting it any faster than if it was the real thing.
In my day, we done things different. Everything was down on paper, so no mistakes could be made. Now, why can't there be a chart printed up with all them zigzag courses right down on paper and kept handy? I mean, why do we have to cram it all into our heads?
Because you can lose what's on paper. But when it's in your head, you've got it for good.
Them little things. Well, they're only fly specks to what a real sailor knows.
What you call them little things always turn out to be the big things when you're in the jam.
Fiddlesticks.
What was that?
I said fiddlesticks. You're trying to tell me in your starched collar way that I'm too old to get a ship.
That's something for the chief to decide.
Sure, on your recommendation. Listen, I forgot more than most of the others will ever know. More than you'll ever know, with all your concerned zigzags.
I'm afraid you're indulging in personality. The one thing we can't afford to do is put our work and our decisions on a personal basis. If you can do the job, you get it. If you can't, you don't. That's all there's to it.
So I'm going to be kicked out because I can't remember them zigzags.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what you mean.
It's up to the chief.
You said that before.
Now, look, Tom. I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I'd rather be aboard ship any day than sit here passing judgment on men. But it's my job to weed out those who can't meet the standard. And I've got to do my job.
And you're too darn young for your job. That's what's wrong. This is a kindergarten outfit.
Sorry, but as I say, nothing's final because...
Mind if I come in?
Oh, hello, Chief. You know Mr. Nelson, sir?
Hello, Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Rather concerned with the showing in the examination this morning.
Who's concerned? I'm darn mad about it.
Well, look here. I'm on my way over to Building 7. How about walking me there?
As you say, sir.
See you later, Riley.
Very good, sir.
What's the trouble, Nelson?
I get hot under the collar when a kid like Riley tries to tell me that I'm too old to make the grade.
Sounds like you failed your examination.
I got so tangled up in them zigzags, I felt like a kitten being choked by a ball of yarn. But all my other work's been all right, and this bathtub admiral, he's trying to tell me...
Are you referring to Mr. Riley?
Oh, darn it. I guess I'm kind of jealous of his young, quick brain. If I could only sop up details the way he does, of course
Sometimes a wise head's better than a quick one, they say.
That's my whole point. That's why you can't kick me out, sir.
At the same time, Nelson, age has got to respect youth just as strongly as you feel it the other way around. You've got to be able to admit your weaknesses and work on them.
All I'm asking for is a chance.
Now, don't let your age bother you, and don't let Riley bother you either.
You say, forget my age. Yeah, but nobody else does.
Tom, you need to get away from yourself. Why don't you come over to the house tonight and eat a home-cooked meal? My daughter's a terrific cook.
Over to your house, sir?
Sure. Come early, and we'll have a talk.
Oh, thank you. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Is this where Captain Benson lives?
Come in, won't you?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're Tom Nelson.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm Jane. Daddy's upstairs. Here, let me take the hat.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to wash up?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is that you, Charles?
Coming through.
Is that Riley?
Yes.
Look.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Nelson.
Good evening, Mr. Riley.
Why all the formality?
Can't you see we're the best of friends?
What goes on between you two?
Not much. However, if I'm not mistaken, I think I can tell what goes on between you and him. Lucky so-and-so.
Oh, not much.
I'm just waiting for her to set the date.
Now, don't start that again, Riley. You know the date.
After the war is crazy.
After the war is intelligent. You tell him, Tom.
Can't tell him a thing. He knows too much.
And what I don't know, Tom's doubtless forgotten.
I know what's the matter with you two. You're hungry.
What's cooking?
You'll find out.
Hello there.
Hello, Chief.
Hello, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Dinner ready, Jane?
I'll go look. It must be about ready.
Then I want to tell you something good. I was going to wait until after dinner, but here goes. Orders came through this afternoon for assignment.
Ship assignment?
That's it, and in a hurry. As a matter of fact, the men chosen are leaving tomorrow for their ship.
Oh, well, that's just fine. Ships, huh?
I've been working on the list upstairs. I'm just about finished. Well, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
You're getting your wish.
Shipping out?
Yep.
Oh, great.
You're getting your first ship, lad. You're entitled to be called skipper.
Skipper? Holy moly.
Your record, your work here, and the pressing need dictated it. You better make good.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations, Skipper.
Thanks.
Chief, what about me?
Well, Tom, thinking it over, I decided not to give you a ship.
But I know the sea like I know every wrinkle in my face. And I got the feel of ships in me, like a mother knows her children. You say there's a terrible need, and then in the next breath, you tell me that I can't have a ship.
You don't rate it, Tom. But you'll make a fine first officer.
First officer, huh? That's a bit of a come-down.
Believe it or not, but you deserve congratulations.
Wait a minute here. I see something coming. Who's going to be my skipper?
I thought about that quite a bit. I finally decided that the best idea would be a happy combination of solid, mature experience and trigger-minded youth.
You mean him? Riley?
Captain Riley.
Captain Riley. Captain Riley, huh?
You know my name.
That's going to be a tough one to get used to.
It's up to the two of you to work things out. And I believe you will if you learn to rely on each other.
Oh, Jane, what about her? Did you tell her?
I should say not. I was leaving that to you.
You don't have to. I happened to be walking back from the kitchen, and I heard everything. So I know you're leaving, Riley. Let me tell you, I'm proud of you. Fine. Wonderful. Good luck, Skipper.
Jenny.
You too, Tom.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, dinner's ready.
Okay, here she comes.
How's the loading?
Fast, Skipper. Fast. We'll pull out tonight, sure.
Good.
And Doc Wallopers can certainly load.
Come in. Engine room shift shape, sir. Oh, Szymanski. You haven't met Mr. Nelson, our first officer.
Howdy, sir.
Szymanski's our chief engineer.
What was you before the war, young fella? By your build, I'd say you was a circus strongman.
I'm a football player, sir. Mighty glad I got some engineering at college. Well, let's hope we have a nice, peaceful, quiet voyage. Be welcome, this being my first ship, and...
And you want to make good?
I'm thinking of the fellows on the other side, waiting for us to bring them the stuff they need to keep that big push going. Nothing can stop them as long as we keep delivering what it takes. I want to bring in this ship with every tank and gun we've got loaded. And with every man doing his job first and thinking of himself last, it can be done.
That last part kind of sounds like it was aimed at me.
It goes for all hands.
Sure, Coach. Captain.
Okay, Szymanski.
Well, with the help of the good Lord above, which I know we've got, we can't miss.
Amen to that, Tom. Well, Tom, how's it feel to be out at sea in the middle of the night, with your feet on the bridge and nothing but black water all around you?
It's like I'd never been away, I can tell you that. How about yourself? Don't you wish you was back in that safe old classroom, acting high and mighty like a quiz kid?
I feel almost useless. You and Szymanski have the crew eating out of your hands. Nothing for me to do but keep her nose pointed straight.
And if I don't feel 15 years younger. I tell you, it's great to find out you still got something on the ball. And to think that only a few weeks ago, my biggest thrill was trying to catch the daily double. And I'll tell you something else. After the war, I ain't quitting. No, sir. I'm going to stay right with the finest merchant marine in the world. Chuck, I didn't mean to make a platform like this.
Who's that?
Yes, sir. Collins. There's been an accident.
Where?
In the engine room. Szymanski. He's hurt himself.
Where is he?
We carried him to his bunk, sir.
Take over. Come on, Tom. Is it there? Is that where it hurts?
Right. Yeah. Nice clean break, if ever I saw one. And I've seen lots of them. Okay, Szymanski, I'm going to fix your leg in a hurry now. Many as the busted arms and legs I've set at sea. My mother always used to say I'd make a heck of a doctor. They're a real soothing touch. You'll see. Make it quick, will you?
Everything under control now, Tom?
Yeah, you can go back to the bridge.
All right. Well, Szymanski, I'll see you later. Tough luck, but you'll be all right.
Sorry I had to slip and make it harder for the rest of you.
Forget it. Good night.
Wilson, you just kind of take hold of Szymanski's hands in case I catch him sudden like. He's a strong boy, and I don't want to get in his way. That's all right. Go ahead, sir. Call me Tom. Now, I'm just going to straighten that leg out and put a splint onto it. Then you're going to get a pill that'll make you sleep. It'll take more than a minute the way I do it. Go ahead. You know, I broke my own leg once. Splint now, Wilson. Happened on a run to Melbourne. No, Sydney it was. That's all right. Well, I had a real butcher working over me, and I knew that he didn't give a hoot how much he was hurting me, so yeah, all right, it's all over. You kidding? Just relax. Now, that time I was telling you about, when I busted my own leg, the way this big fella throwed my leg around made me say to myself, Tom, if ever you have to set a man's busted leg, do it quick, done it, and don't hurt him any more than you have to. Yes, sir. I'm through. No more. Oh. Just a splint now. Then you get your sleeping pill. Right. There. All right. That's done it. Oh. And I'm really done now. Sorry I had to keep fooling you. See, I'm putting on the bandage now. Well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wilson, don't stand there like an idiot. Run up to the captain's cabin and bring back a bottle. Me and Szymanski is going to have a little pick-me-up.
How's Szymanski this morning, Tom?
Fine. He's still sleeping.
Nice work, Tom. No kidding.
Well, thanks. He's a good lad.
Hey, you've been up all night. Why don't you get a little shut-eye before you fold up?
Oh, no. I can't seem to get the hang of sleeping in the daytime. Well, I guess I can hold out.
I don't doubt it. Come on up to the bridge with me.
All right. Don't mind if I do.
It's going to be a nice day. Look at that sun way off there on the horizon.
Yeah. Nothing prettier I know of than the sun dancing on salt water. Spray running off the bow just like fountains in picture postcards. What's that?
The engine room. Fine time for Szymanski to bust his leg.
Hey, I better take a look.
You can't go down there.
Why not? Shucks, them ladders ain't going to trip me. I've been on too many of them.
Engine room, sir. Pipeline. What do you stop?
I'm going down.
No, Tom, it's too hot for you. 120, 130 degrees.
Oh, fiddlestick.
You take the bridge, Tom. I'll go down.
No, sir.
Tom, that was an order.
Now, wait a second. Szymanski's out of commission. If there's anything serious down there, we'll have to drop out a convoy. You get up on the bridge and stand by to give us orders to zigzag. I'll go to the engine room and see about putting her in shape. You know I can't handle them zigzags.
Very well, then. But I'll send Foster or Collins onto the engine room.
No, sir. I'm first officer, and nobody's going to do my work for me if I can help it.
But, Tom, listen.
I ain't got no time to make a debate out of it. You do your work, and I'll do mine. That's it. Seal her in tight there now. Bend it twice around, Hopkins. Bang her down good and hard. Fireman. Yes, sir. Open up number 2. We ought to be on our way in about 20 minutes. We can't lose time getting back to the convoy.
Yes, sir.
Nelson? What is it, Collins?
I think I can handle the rest of it if you want to go topside for a breath of air.
Don't be a nursemaid, Collins.
But, sir,
Listen, the skipper sent you down to keep an eye on me, didn't he?
Why, no, sir.
No, sir.
Well, can I get you something, some salt tablets?
No, you can't.
Well, then, why don't you sit down, sir? Here, you
Darn it, Collins. Don't you fuss over me. Wilson, watch that collar. He's got the hole there. Seal her in good and tight.
Yes, sir. Really, sir, the job's over, and you've been down here about 2 hours straight.
Don't you worry about that. It's hot. It's no hotter than I can stand it. Nate.
Yes, sir?
Not that way, not that... Here, give me that wrench. Yeah. See what I mean? Now, that seals her in for good.
Yes, sir. You'll have to excuse me, sir, but you're very pale, and your eyes are bloodshot, and, well, I'm sorry, sir, but I'll have to...
Take your hands off of me, Collins.
Your hands are cold, sir. That's a bad sign. Here, just let me...
Look here, son. Don't you touch...
You're going topside now if I have to carry you.
I'll have you broken, Collins.
I'm sorry, sir. Captain's orders.
Oh, Captain's orders, my foot. I've been through more heat and cold than you'll ever read about in 100 geography books. Let go of me. Let go of me and let's all just kind of relax until this job's out. Oh.
Watch it, Wilson. I've got him. He's out. Tom.
Where am I?
Where you belong. In your bunk, you old windbag. Hey, what's the idea of passing out like an apprentice?
Passing out? I didn't. Collins hit me. He knocked me out.
I told you you couldn't take it.
What happened?
You passed out in the engine room. Well, you'll have to stay in your bunk for the rest of the voyage.
No, sir. I'm getting out.
Now, hold on.
I'm getting...
Now,
Let go of me, Riley.
Hey, wait a minute.
Where's my clothes? I'll show you.
Now, hold on. I was kidding. I was just kidding you. You're all right. You're all right.
That's better. Where are we now?
Back in convoy.
That's good.
Good. It's perfect, Tom. You had that pipeline fixed in record time. And when I told Szymanski,
You know what he did? He whistled like this.
Like you did?
Yep.
You ain't exaggerating.
Now, what'd you want about the insides of diesels?
Listen, a motor's a motor, ain't it? Young fella, if you're a good cook, you can cook on any stove. And if you've been to sea in ships for dang near 50 years, you don't let no fancy motor throw you.
Okay, Skipper.
What is that?
Tom, I'll let you in on something. Just between you and me, I know who's running this ship.
Well, thanks a million for saying that.
Thank you for keeping me in convoy, for saving my first ship, for making the chief and Jim.
Now, that's enough. You're getting mushy. I'm getting kind of...
Tired?
No, I ain't tired. I think I'll just turn over on my side for a spell. Catch 40 winks.
Go to it, Skipper. You've had a busy day. There it is, right off the griddle. Still warm with the reality of the living event. The skipper returns to the sea. Nothing sensational about it. Nobody got a medal. Nobody got killed. But a lot was born out of it. The warm thrill of returning self-confidence. The quick surge in a man of 63 of his long-forgotten sense of youthfulness. Lifting him to a new high in experience. Proof that, by George and by Jimmy, he wasn't just another shipwreck falling apart on the beach and waiting for the tide to wash him out to Davy Jones' locker. Proud proof that he was strong enough and smart enough and determined enough to chip in all his mellow years of experience and skill, to keep them sailing, to help win the war, and win it fast.
Well, Tom won't be a mate long. Promotions are rapid in the merchant marine today. There are many opportunities for advancement. Special courses are available for those who want to improve their rating. And the demand for experienced officers and seamen is so great that they move up quickly. Come on, men. Don't waste your knowledge of the sea and your skill with ships on the beach. Quit the beach. Set a course for the beachhead. If you've ever been a mate, engineer, A.B., cook, baker, or radio telegrapher, if you hold or have ever held a license or certificate, here's an opportunity for you to return to a good-paying job at sea. An important job that only you can handle. How about it, men? Answer the challenge of the sea. Wire collect to Merchant Marine, Washington, D.C. Give your name, address, rating, and when you will be available. The Skipper Returns to the Sea, written by Peter Martin, was the second in the series Men at Sea, a public service program presented by the National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated independent stations in cooperation with the War Shipping Administration. In today's story, Tom was played by Parker Fennelly and Riley by Lon Clark. The production was directed by Herbert Wright. Others in the cast were Ted Jewett, Arlene Joyce, Bill Beach, Cameron Andrews, Alan Bunce, John Thomas, and Barry Hopkins. Roger Bowman speaking. This is the National Broadcasting Company.